Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time since I've sat down and done a bit of a Kmart haul, but I feel like lately I've just been curating a bunch of pieces for different places, so it's felt a little bit spaced out, a little bit spread out as I kind of put the finishing touches on our house here, but I have a huge pile of things below me that I was really wanting to show you all, so I finally made some time to sit down and get through all of this, and I think you're going to love them because there are some really interesting pieces out at the moment and a bunch of furniture and bigger decor items this time as well. So let's just get straight into it. I will try my best to link everything in the description box down below as well, just so that you can shop online if there's not a store near you. But my local one is usually the Kmart Richmond, and honestly I got half of this there and half of it online, so I always do have a look if something's out of stock, because there's nothing worse than driving all the way to the shops and taking all that time and then you just can't find something. So let's jump straight into it. I am going to also show you what I'm doing with these items, so I think I might start with the biggest one because then it's going to all pair together and make perfect sense. This box is way too big to show you, so I'm just going to pop a picture here. This is the first piece that I picked up. It's called the Kmart Noir console, and this is what I wanted for my hallway. I wanted something in the entry that was just going to be a little bit of a statement piece. We could put our keys and things there and style it up with a little bit of decor, because this house has a pretty long straight corridor and it just felt a little bit empty. So I do have a piece of artwork on the wall there and I just wanted something to go underneath it. And honestly, for $59, this is such a great piece. We've had a couple of visitors over since I've put it there and they were all like, where is that from? And it's just a good little Kmart one. It was also very simple to put it together. I'm showing you guys now me just whipping it up because I just really wanted to put this together straight away, and it honestly took me maybe like 10 to 15 minutes in total, which is great when you're doing flat pack furniture because there's nothing worse than having everything take forever. So the top piece of it also came in one piece, and then you just had the two underneath shelves. I didn't put the little crisscross support piece on the back, but I didn't really feel like I needed to because I'm not putting anything super heavy on top, and I honestly love this. I think it's a really great piece for your hallway or for a room where you just need something extra that you can style a few things on. Next thing I wanted to get was a couple of coffee table books, and Kmart is really great for these because they were so affordable. So I got two different books. This is the first one. It's called Gardens, and it's got all different styles of gardens in there, from Mediterranean, tropical, all of those kinds of things. So the book itself is actually really beautiful to flip through, but it also just looks perfect styled on my office, because when people walk into my office, I'm an architect in case I haven't mentioned that or you're new to my channel, but I have my own architectural and interior design studio and I just work from a home office. So I want it to look really nice when people first enter the room, and having some things that have a little bit of inspiration, whether it's to do with architecture or gardens and things like that, is a really good sort of little asset to my office. So I loved that one. And this one I bought for the hallway tables. So this one is called Nature Style, and it's just a really beautiful little book about spending time in nature and trying to like bring the outdoors in, and how insanely beautiful is this shelf with these beautifully styled plants on it. I have so many different plants and things around my home, and I think curating all of those gorgeous pieces of decor along with plants, like, it can really just bring a space to life. So this book I probably like way more than the Gardens one, because I would genuinely read this and actually take advice from it, whereas the other one is more of like a picture book. So just something to bear in mind if you want to get a little bit more value out of those pieces. Another thing that I wanted to get for the hallway is actually a fake plant, even though I've just been talking about how I love real plants, but in that particular location, there are no skylights over that hallway. So if I had my way, I would renovate this house, but I don't own it. We are just renting. So I think that it would be a lot nicer if it had some natural light over that area, but as it doesn't, I bought this little fake pot plant, which is actually quite nice and convincing. And I think this was only like $10, and it just drapes down nicely over the edge of that little noir console. And I thought this was really nice. I actually have the exact same one in my office as well, just to give it a little bit of greenery, and also just not putting a plant in somewhere where it's going to die, because I do have fresh flowers that I buy for the house every single week and I leave those on the dining room table, but in some of the areas like my office, I don't want to have the expense of buying something every single week, and I also don't want to buy a beautiful plant and put it in there when it's going to suffer because there's just not enough lighting. If you've been following me for a while, I am someone who really loves neutral colors, and I probably do dress like this, most of my house is like this, and majority of my decor decisions are very simple and minimalistic, and that is just because because it's quite timeless, and it really means that your house is just going to be able to change and grow with you, and you can add little accent pieces and take them away as you kind of change and evolve your style. But when I was doing the office, I did want a pop of color, and this one I have already popped into a vase, but these are both Kmart pieces. So this big wavy white vase was one piece that I got, and this is really nice because it's actually quite textural and it's just a really good size as well. But you could also paint this in like any color you wanted. I often do go to Dulux and pick up a little sample pot of paint, and I will just paint something to make it more suiting in with my decor. But I thought the white was fine, and then these gorgeous little fake poppies are actually quite convincing looking, and I think they were maybe $14 for the bunch. So there's like pink, orange, little apricot color, and some white ones, and I just had these styled in at the entry to my office, and it's actually a really nice addition because in terms of artwork I went with much more colorful pieces for that space, and I'm glad I did because it kind of has brought it to life a lot more. One more little vase that I got for the hallway table is this one. It's the soft arch vase. This is nothing new. I actually bought these when I did a little room makeover at my parents' place, and they're really affordable. I think this is maybe like $4 or something. It would probably look amazing with some stems of something sticking out of it, but I'm just using it as a plain styling piece, and I need to put it down because I really hate the feeling of terracotta and those kinds of things. I also did get some other accessories for my office as well. One of them is this, which is a beautiful little hourglass, and it's just in a little bit of a wavy kind of glass pattern, but how cute, and just such a perfect little office accessory. I have seen similar ones at IKEA, but I really liked this one. I just thought it was very beautiful and very simple. One other thing I wanted was a place to put some business cards, and I got this beautiful wavy edge tray. This one has been perfect. So on this, I just have the hourglass in one corner and some of my business cards sitting in a little business card holder in the other, and it just looks really perfect. But this is just the cutest tray. I wouldn't probably use this in like a bathroom space or something because it does feel a little bit porous, and I have done that with some Kmart stuff before, and me having makeup hands, it gets a little bit dirty, so just be careful where you put it. But it was a really affordable piece and probably one of my favorites that has that little bit more high-end home decor feel to it. Another great item Kmart has just come out with are these wax candles. So this is the Zen soy wax candle, and I just love this. It has a much more rustic look to it. It is a woodwick style candle, and if you've ever had these versus normal candles, they sound really beautiful when they're lit because they have a kind of crackling sound that's like a little bit reminiscent of a fireplace or something. So I really do like woodwick candles versus the normal ones, and this one has a really interesting scent. It actually is quite strong, so perfect for the entryway where you actually want to have a little bit of a scent in your home as a point of arrival. I've also been balancing that candle on this little beaded tray, and this was just such a good find. Again, I think it was only a couple of dollars, and that candle just sits neatly on top of that, and that's what I'm going to be putting in the hallway space, which I'll be able to show you because I'm going to pop a clip in of how I've kind of styled all that up at the end of this as well. I have two more pieces to show you, but they're kind of big, so I'm just going to grab them and pull them over because they are two big pieces of, well, not big, but just pieces of furniture that I thought were really great. And something I feel like Kmart did really well in their latest home decor drop was some beautiful little bits of furniture and just stuff that has a little bit more of a funky kind of feeling to it. And I think it was a little bit more elevated than their previous offerings. So this actual table behind me was one piece that I found a while ago. It's got a real piece of travertine on top, and that's just what I use to have a little lamp on the side of the couch. But this one is actually really cute, and this is something I keep in my office. So one thing that I wanted was an extra chair if I have visitors over. Sometimes I might have clients over to look at their floor plans and things like that. So I just wanted a comfy little seat that was going to add to the greenery and that kind of colors. And I got this one, which is a beautiful little green boucle fabric seat, and it is so soft and so comfortable, and it was only $49. So I would actually really recommend that if you are looking for something really cute for a little styling piece. I mean, it could also just be a footstool or something as well, but very affordable price and really cute shape as well. One more final piece, and I'm actually going to do a little bit of a makeover on this in my next day in the life vlog. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so that you are up to date with my vlogs and you'll be kept in the loop for what I'm going to do with this little piece of furniture, because I think it will look really good. But this one is called the bubble side table. So I'll just step back so I can show you. This one you just got to trust the vision, because this is the bubble side table. It is a very cute piece, and as you can see, it's just normal normal kind of side table height, but it is in this beautiful little pastel lilac purple kind of color, and this doesn't match anything in my house whatsoever, but I really love the shape. I just thought this was absolutely perfect for my home office as a little side table to a bit of a kind of chair scenario that I've got set up. So the best thing about that is I did some DIY art the other week, and I actually had a couple of colors left. So I did ask you guys in a previous vlog what color I should paint this. I had, I think, like a beige, a white, and a charcoal kind of color, and the unanimous decision was that we're doing the charcoal. So I'm gonna paint it this beautiful charcoal color, and I'll be doing that later this week. So I'll try and have that video up for the weekend, but I'm really excited to see how that turns out, because I just think it will look absolutely perfect in that space to kind of contrast with my chair that I've got. But that is everything that I had to show you for this little Kmart haul. I hope you guys really enjoyed and found some pieces that are gonna be great for styling around your home. I feel like we all just absolutely love Kmart, and I will never get sick of shopping there because it's just so affordable for adding those little touches to your house. So thank you guys so much for joining me and watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.